Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Madam Rajila, my name is Nurhayani binti Muhammad Asa, number metric 278482. Today, we will present our group presentation as the provided question. We decide to choose population in India as the factor of poverty and how they reduce the income inequality. Our group consists of 5 members, which are Amani binti Muhammad Nurhayani binti Muhammad Azhar, Nur Shahida binti Muhammad Zaki, Natasha binti Abdul Rahman, and the last one is Nur Akilah binti Azizul. Hi, I am Nurhayani. I will discuss about the introduction part. In this part, we will explain about the concept and definition of income inequality and the poverty. Firstly, what the meaning of income? Income defined as household disposable income in a particular year. It consists of earning, self-employment, capital income, and also public cash transfer. The next one is income inequality. Income inequality is a significant inequality in the distribution of income between an individual, population, or countries. So how to calculate the income inequality among the population? We use a proprietary calculation for this income inequality, which is we call it as the Gini coefficient. Based on the comparison of cumulative proportion of the population against cumulative proportion of the income they receive, and it ranges between 0 in the case of the perfect equality and 1 in the case of the perfect inequality. This calculation also can help to analyze the level of income inequality between population. Besides that, it also can be used to design programs or services that can increase the income of the poor. For example, the Indian government ensured women were paid the same amount as the men for the same job. So, the woman income would be boosted by almost a third. Secondly, what is poverty? Poverty, defined as the level of employment income is below the poverty line, where you cannot afford the necessity of life. Is a condition in which an individual or community a lack of financial and only has a basic need to ensure a minimum standard of living. It means you live without a proper housing, electricity, adequate food, and also healthcare, which is all of this is a very important nowadays. But don't worry, because the government are always working to tackle the problem of income inequality, because it will affect the number of poor people in the country. That's all for me, and this presentation will continue to the next presenter. Thank you.
My name is Amani binti Muhammad Noor and my metric number is 278708. As we all know, India is a developing country. Although the country's economy is improving, poverty is remain a major issue in India. And India, on the other hand, is experiencing a reduction in poverty. As of May 2021, it has 80 million people living in extreme poverty, accounting for 60% of the entire population. Depending on the severity of the economic contraction, the COVID-19 pandemic is expected to push an additional 90 million to 150 15 million people into extreme poverty in this year, with the total rising as many as 400 million by 2021. One of the bigger causes of poverty in India is the country's high population growth rate. This results in a high rate in inadequate healthcare facilities and lack of financial resources. Furthermore, rapid population increase has an impact on per capita income, lowering it even further. Furthermore, rapid population increase has an impact on per capita income, lowering it further. And next, aside from that, one of the causes of poverty in India, the country high population growth rate. This leads to a high incidence of illiteracy, inadequate healthcare facilities, and lack of financial resources. Furthermore, rapid population expansion has an impact on per capita income, making it even lower. It is predicted that India's population will reach 1.5 billion by 2026, making it the world's largest country. However, the Indian economy is not rising at the same time. This suggests that will be a labor shortage. Many people would need the creation of the world to million additional jobs. If such a large number of jobs are not produced, the number of poor will continue to rise. Poverty, last but not least, poverty must be abolished in India because everyone has the right to enjoy a healthy life. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Natasha binti Abdul Rahman. My number metric is 278627. I will continue the presentation with the policy involved in reducing income inequality and poverty. As we know that the main reason of poverty in India is the populations. The population in India is about 1.38 billion in 2020. In order to reduce the income inequality and poverty, the government of India should implement the policy. First thing first, the policy that implemented by the government of India to reduce income inequality and poverty is the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. This policy program was implemented following a number of government employment in response to the persistent poverty and equality plaguing rural India. The establishment this policy enabled the population in India to get employment opportunities to continue survival. In addition, this policy also able to promote and enhance the dignity of women by creating finance and independence. In other words, this policy or program gives women the opportunity to act and be free to perform their daily routine such as working. The second policy that implemented by the government of India to reduce income inequality and poverty is land reform. This policy was acute given the inequality in the distribution of productive assets, especially land. The objective of implementation the land reform because of the agriculture sector proved the declining the agriculture sector to the modern agriculture, so that the citizen in India can have a lot of income and they also have the purchasing power to get a better life in their country. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Nur Akila Binti Azizul. My metric number is 278850. So the next is achievement and program to reducing income inequality and poverty. India is the fifth largest economy in the world. India began economic development around the 2990. During 2006-2007, there was an increase in GDP of 9.4%, which made India one of the best fastest growing countries at the time. India is the largest consumer in palm oil in the world, which made 25 million tons of vegetable oil and fats for domestic consumption. it can increase employment opportunities for the Indian community to work because India has a large population in addition to reducing unemployment. The London in India make over 120 million unemployed, including over 18 million who lost their job. World Bank Group Program. The World Bank Group Program is a program that focuses on the major developments of the country. The World Bank Group Program assists countries experiencing difficulties from the financial technical sector and helps share solution ideas in finishing challenges. The program has been involved with India since 1949, where it helps the government in terms of financial advisory service and so on for the development of the country. International Development Association Financial have approved India as a middle-income country. In 2011-2015, India's success in reducing poverty with over 90 million people coming out of the hardcore poor. Poverty Elevation Program. Poverty Elevation Program is a program launched by the government to help the people reduce the burden of poverty and improve the quality of family life. This program focuses on rural communities. This program also is to close the income gap between the rural population and the urban population, as there are quite significant difference that can be seen. Economic growth is important to the country. It can be boosted by creating more activities that involve the poor. For example, involving the poor with the economic sector that can increase their income. This poverty elevation program also provides a scheme to generate income by increasing income opportunities for the poor in rural or urban areas. The Anti-Poverty Program. The Anti-Poverty Program is an idea that targets the poor in areas that have potential for the development of productive economic activities. The general objective of the Anti-Poverty Program is to eradicate the poor from living below the poverty line. With the rural population, India has 18.34% of the world population, while India has 70.69%. India has the second largest population in the world. Due to population factors, causing India's poverty rate to increase. Thus, Anti-Poverty Program is to help the India reducing poverty rates.
Thank you to the previous presenter. My name is Nur Shahida binti Muhammad Zaki and my metric number is 278591. For the conclusion, it is well known that India is the most populous country. According to statistics, India is the second highest country with a large population. As a result of the rapid population growth, India has experienced poverty, especially in the COVID-19 pandemic. The problem of poverty has many negative effects on the population, such as the inadequate healthcare facilities, illiteracy, and impact on per capita income. Illiteracy happens because many people in the poor cannot attend school and suffer from lack of financial resources. Because of that, the Indian government has introduced several policies to curb the problem. Among the policies introduced were the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, land reform, and introducing the concept of family planning. The Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Act is an employment security program implemented by the Ministry of Rural Development in India. It is based on the Act passed in 2005, which make a legal commitment to provide work as right. For the example for land reform are to renew fallow land, convert the agriculture sector to a development sector, and develop the agriculture sector on fertile land. For the concept family planning was introduced so that the birth rate can be slowed down and prevent rapid population growth. Other than that, there are also achievements and programs undertaken by India in reducing income inequality and poverty. Among the achievements and programs are India's fifth largest economy in the world, the World Bank Group Program, the Poverty Eradication Program, and the Poverty Program. Even though many policies were introduced as well as many programs were carried out, India is still in the category of developing countries. That's all from our group. Thank you.